So this is the big target, Quantanium. This is where the money is made in the game. Each unit of Quantanium is worth about 40 credits as opposed to half that amount, or even some of the lower ones worth only 1 or 2 or 3 credits. So this is where the big money is, but how do you get it? So we have 2 rocks here. One has 2.1% Quantanium, the other has 4.38. Now I'm going to want to get this back, so what you don't want to do is pick any of it up until you've got the rocks fully cracked and all the Quantanium calculated where it is. Because the minute you pick up the first piece of Quantanium, the 14-minute timer starts. So I'm going to work on this a bit, then bring you back in. Alright, now I've split up the rock. The next part is to make sure you know where your big Quantanium is, so once you start, you aren't guessing where it is. So here's my first chunk here. Then I'm going to move over to the left. There's my second chunk. Then moving down below, there's my third chunk. Those are the big chunks out of the bigger rock. After I get those, I'm going to spin around and just get anything that has red in it over here. But the big chunks came over on this side, so I got 3 rocks to pick up. So my course is already set in. It'll go to extraction mode and let the clock start. So at this point I got 14 minutes to get the sun, get back, and store the ship. Fortunately, you don't have to go to the refinery, you just have to park your ship. In an emergency, if everything is flashing red and you know the ship's going to blow but you're on the landing pad, there's a little bit of a cheat. You can just get out of your seat and use backspace to suicide yourself, and that'll store your ship right there. That's kind of cheating, so I try not to do that myself.
Scan complete.
So those are my big chunks. Now I go here, I just look, and does it show red? Nope.
Scan initiated.
Nope. Nope.
Scan initiated. Scan complete. Scan complete.
Could have sworn there was some more.
Scan initiated. Scan initiated. Scan initiated.
Now, if you don't have any more Quantanium in your rocks that you've mined, then you just want to fill up on whatever else you've got in the area. Oh, here they are. They're over here.
Scan initiated.
So I'll pick up that one. That's about 5%.
Scan complete.
You see in the upper right, there's things, this volatile cargo. It's lit up by the sun with a little button by it. That's the warning sign. If it starts getting dangerous, it's going to start flashing yellow. If it starts going to flashing red, you're in trouble. You better dump your cargo. You can push the button and dump it. Unless you don't mind destroying your ship and reclaiming it.
Scan complete.
At this point, I'm kind of filling up. So I trace them out on this rock, but
Scan initiated. Scan initiated.
I'm also being mindful of that clock.
Scan complete.
Advantage of a mole is you'd be able to pick up this whole field and not have to worry about whales in it.
Scan initiated.
The extra cargo capacity is nice.
Scan initiated.
100% inert.
Scan initiated.
Barrel.
Scan initiated.
Barrel is not a bad product as a secondary. There you go, 10%. I'll take that.
Scan
And we are now 32, so we are full. The sun's here, so we want to head away from the sun. And there's our waypoint, so just gotta be careful not to hit anything on the way out. Start up our drive. Now the mad dash begins. This is one time where being cautious on your approach to the station, you can take some chances. Because time is of the essence. It's a little over 5 million kilometers back to the station. Then you gotta fly in through the asteroids in the cloud to get to the station, land, get out of your craft, go down the elevator and get to the storage pad. As you come in from this point, you actually pass through one outer cloud and then get to the inner cloud where the station is. Here it comes right now. Here comes the second.
Quantum travel complete.
Now, I'm hitting the burners a bit. Get lined up with the point of the spire going down. That gets us in the right alignment. And we want to head a little bit to the right of center. The thing you're watching out for is anything that appears that you got to avoid. So it's a good idea to get your landing gear down now so you don't have to worry about forgetting about it later.
Landing gear down.
Also, when you're doing these trips, keep in mind you look in the bottom right, you see QUA57, that's my fuel tank. This is the second trip out and back. You can get about 2 trips out and back, then you have to refuel. Don't forget, you may get stranded out there. So 2 gets you about halfway. You can probably make 4 trips, but I wouldn't push it. That was a little close. So I'm going to slow down now. It looks like you're about twice as far out as that ring of lights. That's a good point to start decelerating. You can keep a little bit of speed here. As soon as it says contact ATC, I get down to under the orange bar and should be just about now. So I'm going to go ahead and slow it down. F1, communications, friends, top 1. F1 again.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing bay is always going to be towards right there.
Does this game ever feel like game quality? Here's to you. That's what Papa calls it.
And there's that warning light.
know if it's me or you, but
Trains and auto.
you're lagging.
You're awesome.
And remember, nice and gentle on the landing.
Such a good internet.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
It's on the event side of things.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It ended up being pretty good. Wasn't sure how it was going to go. To be honest with you. Funnest part was playing King of the Hill.
Yeah,
Or King of the Mount, I guess. It was low grass, so you could hit someone and they would go flying, and it wasn't just like a hill; it was a mountain, literally. It was pretty funny.
Consensus on the comic thing yet?
I set a date. So Wednesday, I'm going to put it up and let everybody vote on the different ideas of whatever they want to ask. There was a lot of. Willie was very passionate about his ideas and not limiting people to a certain armor. So I said, okay, well, if you're that passionate, you come up with your own ideas, armor, I'll post it, we'll vote. So I threw it out there to everybody else. I think Fish is going to make something.
And hopefully if you made it to this part and you stored it and it has not blown up yet, we should be good for
I
the
think
refining.
it really makes sense that we come up with like a light armor theme, because medium and heavy armor cover so much of your undersuit that you don't get as much selection choice. I think we're probably ultimately
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
keeping the color consistent is going to be good. But you know, if you're a shock trooper, you're going to wear heavy armor. You're not going to want to wear light armor.
You got to have those, the light, medium, and heavy close enough in color that they don't, you can still tell them apart.
Right. At least by having one big color, and then whatever else is going to make it easier. Because I've seen something from a distance. Like, you know, you talk about red or white.
Clear Bay 3.
I didn't actually want the dark red. I was
Heading
wanting
over
the
to
white.
ore sales.
Hey, back again, I see. Welcome.
Oh, there's a bright red too.
Finding everything all right?
Our colors are supposed to be dark.
And you can see that we got 25% Quantanium,
Thoughtful one of this.
2.5 barrel, 37% quartz. look at the difference between 37% quartz and 25% of Quantanium. That's why we go after the big one. All the money's right there. And now we're going to about double it by refining it.
It's supposed to be going on today.
Enough. Mine.
Orders. So I'm kind of looking at some pretty nice walls.
Yep. Finally figured out the mold.
So now we got 788 Quantanium coming out of this.
When did you figure out?
Just figured it like the
It's going to be about 1 day and 3 hours before it's ready, so won't be seeing that until Wednesday, today being Monday. Got 19 hours left to go on this load I did earlier, 16 hours on this load I did earlier, 9 hours from yesterday's load. And then these were complete orders, 1, 2, 3, 4 orders all ready for shipping, so we'll be adding this to it.
I got stuck on in the nose.
And then we'll be taking a trip down to the planet. But that's your Quantanium information.
Wasted so much trying to get out of there.
Happy
Now,
mining.
Unstable, I've not even jumped in. I've tried some quantum like 6 times already. It's not good.